What's up, YouTubers? Hello and good evening to you all. So I want to ask you guys a quick question here. By looking at this, what do you see? Wanna know what I see? I see people. Do they have different colors? Yes, but does that really matter? See, there's a lot of people who try to find faults in others instead of themselves. They try to find, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't look at people positive. They try to find some kind of problem with them. Some kind of crazy problem. And you know what? Honestly, I think we're all crazy. And in fact, we are crazy enough to think it's okay to, to look at each other like whites or blacks or African Americans or Native Americans. You know, we describe ourselves as we are separate from each other. And honestly, I'm here to say we're not. In fact, we're the complete opposite. You may see people of different color and of different weight and so on, but that's not what I see. I see people who have a heart, a soul, a mind. Everything inside that makes them who they are also makes us. And that's what's important. And you know what I find interesting is there's always at least one person that everybody deep down inside at least cares about and loves about. Loves for and cares about. There we go. That's the right word. But we don't always see it that way. In fact, we find people as a different race or a different color or even, a different sex. And that's not what it's about. I feel like we are supposed to think of each other as equals. God made us in His image. I mean, we are supposed to treat each other the same, I think. Not differently. We are to think each other as brothers and sisters. Not as rivals or racists or sexists. We're not supposed to be those kind of people. And, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the height, the weight, how big or tall, how skinny or wide you really are. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we are all meant to be someone. It doesn't matter what other people think either. I'm as scrawny as any person can get. I'm almost like a skeleton. I will admit that right now. But the truth of the matter is there are so many people who judge someone for what they look like, for their skin, for their color, for how big or skinny they are, how tall or small they are. It doesn't, like I said, none of that matters, and we shouldn't judge people about that. We shouldn't bully people about that. We shouldn't, grief people about that kind of stuff. That's not our deal. And in fact, that's not what we're intended to do. We're supposed to look at each other in the inside, not on the outside. Everything else doesn't matter. Everything else, the outside, that's nothing. What we are on the inside, that's what makes us who we are, not what we look like in the outside. You could have tattoos and be the friendliest person on earth. Someone could have tattoos, piercings, bald head, big and huge, could look like a biker dude. But he's like the friendliest guy ever. And yet he could be like one of those biker gangs. But he's not. We judge too quickly. We judge a book by its cover. We don't get to know the person. Instead, we judge them. And sometimes we do it without knowing what's actually going on in the homes. There could be people who are hurting from being at home or other things. Who knows? So before you even do anything, before you bully or pick on or even abuse someone, think about what's really going on with them too. And not just in the outside, but in the inside. Pay attention. This has been on my mind for about a week or so, and I wanted to point this out in general, just because I felt like it was important. And honestly, I still think it is. people shouldn't treat people like they're some kind of other species or animal or whatever. Because we are all people. It doesn't matter who we are. We are supposed to treat people equally, not separately. You know, we are supposed to support each other. Supposed to help each other out. Not tear them down, pull them down, push them down. You know, we're not supposed to hold people underwater. We're supposed to pick them up when they need it. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in to the Randon thought of the day. I know I haven't done these very often. I've been kind of dealing with some things of my own, so that's why I haven't really been focusing much on it. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night and enjoy your day. I know this was very short, but, you know, figured the shorter the better. So, thank you guys again so much. Again, keep in mind, there are people who are going through struggles. So, make sure you pay attention and do the right thing. Don't be mean to them. Don't bully them. Don't kick someone when they're still down. Don't even kick someone in period. I mean, that just isn't right. And don't be trying to get revenge on people either. Because 2 wrongs don't make a right. Also, for those who are going through struggles and hardships and hard times, just remember, you can make a difference in the world. And again, it doesn't matter what someone is like mentally, we are still people. It doesn't matter how much we know and don't know. It doesn't matter about our knowledge. Some people have disabilities, and I actually look up to those people, because I do too. I struggled in school, and those are the people I admire the most, because they worked their butts off in school, harder than any other person could ever do, and that is important in itself. And so, with that being said, thank you again. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening and seeing what I had to say, because this was, I felt like, important. And just remember, for those who are struggling, hang in there, don't give up. Because you're going to be an inspiration one day. You're going to be someone who can help another person. Don't think any different. If you need to, pass this on. Don't just stand there and do nothing. If someone's hurting, if you're there to help them, then help them. Don't walk away. Do what's important. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Comment and like down below. And subscribe if you would, please. I need more subscribers. So, I don't have very many. So, that would be gracious. That would be my New Year's resolution if I could. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Have a great night. And enjoy the rest of your week. Alright, see you guys. Bye.